It's time for anime. We are on episode. What is this? This is the fifth installment of the winter anime season, I
I
believe.
believe so.
Yeah,
I
it should
don't
be.
like. I only saw episode 3 of the winter installment on our feed when you mass uploaded stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
know four is out there. Four is out there on the RSS
Oh,
feeds,
okay. All right.
but this is five.
All right.
And in episode five, we're talking about JoJo's episode 21 and
21
22
and 22.
and 22, and the Promised Neverland episode 7 and 8. So let's talk about JoJo. We are at the church.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the. I don't think we have the episode numbers right. Let me check.
For what?
No, I think it's 20 and 21.
All right, episode
Yeah.
20, 21?
20 and 21.
Okay.
So we have defeated, or the party has defeated, White Album. They are going towards Venice, and the boss tells them that, hey, you're gonna take this boat, you're gonna come to this church, you're gonna bring Trish up this elevator. There's only one entrance. There's no stairs. It is just an elevator up to the top floor, and you're gonna give me Trish. That's it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And there's a bunch of very specific rules. Like only one person can go up with Trish. If anybody leaves the boat and steps on the island, you're all dead. And after this job is done, you will leave. You cannot see my identity, and that's it. It's over. Then your mission is complete.
Yeah.
Right. It starts off innocently enough. The crew decides who's gonna go take Trish up to the top floor, and Giorno's like, "I'll do it. I'll do no issue, boss. I got you."
Yeah.
And Bruno's like, "Nah, son, nah. I'm gonna do it. 'Cause I'm the capo. I'm the leader.
I gotta
take it up to see the boss. I also gotta protect Trish. I am the right person for the job. You guys can communicate with me later when we get back on the boat." So it's decided, but also Bruno asks Giorno for a lucky ladybug.
Yeah.
And when he takes the ladybug, it is shown that this is not a regular ladybug brooch. This is something that Giorno has taken, transformed into a brooch, and put on him.
Yeah.
Which then allows Giorno to feel, basically because it's his stand, where Bruno is within the building. Bruno goes off with Trish. They go around. Place is looking hella creepy. Get to the elevator. They're talking a lot. We get Bruno's backstory, just about how he is, just fearless and brutally faithful to the people he cares about.
Yeah.
He grew up in a nice home, but his parents didn't love each other. His mom wanted him to go with him. He's like, no, because he knew that his mom is strong and could make it anywhere, and so he stayed with his dad.
Yeah.
The dad is a fisherman and took some wrong people on his boat.
Yeah.
Basically, got shot up a bunch, put into the hospital, and when the people tried to come back to kill his father, Bruno's like, "Nah, son, I'm under the bed." And he fucking, as a 10-year-old, stabs this one guy in the chest and drags it up his neck and stabs another guy in the eye. And he's like, "Doesn't matter, baby. I'm gonna protect you forever, Dad. Because I love you, right? I'm fiercely loyal to you."
Yeah.
And that's how he gets into the gang. He realizes that because he committed those murders, that regular life is no longer for him. So he knocks on the door of that one restaurant that we've all been in, and he joins the gang. He works his ways up the rank. He goes to Pulpo, and he gets his stand. It's a whole thing, and it shows how Bruno is just fiercely loyal and has a certain way that he wants to live his life by, and will break that for nobody. Which comes to our next point, where after telling the story, Trisha's all like, "Bruno, thank you. Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm worried that when I see my father, I won't love him." And he's like, "Don't worry. Like, family never has to think about that. You'll always be loved." Like, tries to put her at ease. And in the middle of the conversation, it cuts, because they're holding hands. In the middle of the conversation, it cuts back to Bruno, and then tries to go back to Trish, and Trish is gone.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as they reach the top floor, as soon as they get the ding, Trish is just gone, and Bruno is just holding a severed hand of Trish's and nobody has any clue what the fuck is happening right now. And in pure JoJo fashion, it's like, this is the attack of an enemy stand, right? So obviously the boss has a stand power. They have no clue what just happened, and Bruno's trying to figure it out. He unzips the bottom of the elevator, sees a shadowy figure carrying Trish out, and he's like, I can connect it now. I can connect the dots. Trish is his blood, and she will know his identity, but his identity needs to be a secret, right? So Bruno was ordered to bring Trish here so that the boss can kill Trish with his own bare hands, can kill his own daughter in cold blood in order to keep his identity safe. And Bruno's just like, fuck that noise. That's just evil to the core. Like, I'm a mobster, but I have morals at least. And he decides to betray the boss and get her back. Follows her down into this weird pillared area.
The basement.
In the basement, pretty much. And they get into a fight. They got a lot of punching going on. It seems that the boss is just kind of warping around. And before even the fight, there's a spot where Bruno's hiding behind a pillar, like he had secretly got there, hopefully without the boss noticing. But you hear from the stairwell, Bruno, if you step out from behind that pillar, you're dead. Right? And this is where shit starts to happen, where he goes to attack, but then the boss is already on the pillar, like somehow instantly warps to the pillar, right? Grabs his arm, is about to break it off. He unzips his arm, escapes, gets down to Trish, and he explains, like, listen, I know you're going to kill Trish, and I have my morals, and I have to betray you. Like, I have to do this. And he's just like, you're a fucking idiot. You're fucking dumb. I am invincible. I am the boss. You can never touch me. And this is the first look we get at King Crimson. So what do you think of the design of King Crimson? Because King Crimson is the stand, not the actual user.
I thought it looked pretty normal, except for his face.
Yeah, he's a face on his face.
Yeah, and I was like, this is a Voldemort thing going on. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I felt about it. I was like, oh.
A lot of people see that and they're just like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But I also thought it was pretty normal in comparison to some of the other stands.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is where shit happens.
Yeah.
Because again, Bruno instantly gets warped behind. He's like, listen, you can't touch me. It's donezo.
Yeah.
And he gets punched through his body.
Yeah.
Through it.
Yeah.
Like, out in from the spine, out through the stomach.
Yep.
And he's all like, bitch, you are nothing to me.
Yeah.
You have completed your mission. Your mission as Trisha's bodyguard is done. And it ends the episode there. And it picks off immediately where it leaves off in episode 21. But this time it explains the power more.
Yeah.
So in the first episode, King Crimson explains his power as he can erase time and jump ahead of the time he's erased. But they show this in animated form this time, where when he activates the thing as Bruno is about to punch him, so Bruno zips up his stomach to trap his arm to try and do some stuff, but he's all like, it doesn't matter. So he zips up that wound, but the boss then activates his stand again. This is when we get to see it animated, where he goes into like this zone, pretty much like he's walking through the fourth dimension. And he's like, I can see every possible movement within this set time frame. And I know what you're going to do, when you're going to do it. But the thing is, once I'm out of here, no one will remember the actions you took within that time frame because I cut it. Yeah. It's basically I can explain it to part 4. Like there's an episode, or there's a character in part 4, he has a power to erase things. Where say there was this MacBook here, right? And he swipes through it. He'll swipe through that area, but the two areas that were on either end of the erased portions get stuck together. Oh yeah. Right? So this is what he's doing that, but with time. Yeah. So it's like I started at 5:30 and I ended at 5:31. Yeah. That minute is now gone from existence.
Yeah.
It still happened because of like space-time rules, I guess. But no one remembers what happened within that 1 minute.
Yeah.
And you just end out on the other side.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's fucking busted.
It is.
It's crazy. So basically, it keeps it erases the causation, keeps the effect.
Yeah.
Like, I think the example I saw is like, if you were walking into a burning building and he started his power and then ended it, you would be on the other side of that burning building like you had walked through it, and you'd be on fire, but you wouldn't remember walking through the building.
Yes.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous. Just a little bit.
Bruno also gets fucking karate chopped in half in this episode.
Yeah, no, he totally does.
Yeah, like I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like, he gets a karate chop to the left shoulder that just bisects him.
Yeah.
All the way down to his stomach. He's like, oh my god, how am I living?
Yeah.
I thought they might have rewritten this part, but they didn't. So the thing was that when he got karate chopped and quote unquote died, he was within the zone or whatever. Yeah. Right? This is where it gets fucking weird, because we'll talk about it later on in the episode. Yeah. Bruno's about to die, like he's about to do the ultimate finishing blow on Trish after that. But it turns out the ladybug that was on the boss that Bruno had planted on the boss was actually the turtle that they all traveled in. Mm-hmm. So when Giorno he felt something was wrong, undid his power, it turned back into the turtle, and because the boss was so close to the turtle, he went inside the turtle. This allowed Bruno to basically crawl over to Trish and try and drag her up the stairs. Mm. Then the boss comes back and is all like, "It took me nothing to get. You didn't even notice I got out of this turtle. It doesn't even matter." Yeah. And this is the next portion of JoJo bullshit, where Bruno goes to punch the boss, but then the boss dodges and hits the pillar. Yeah. Right. Because what did he do? He put the turtle in a drainage pipe. Yeah. And then tried to drag him away with the boss. Yeah. But then also, I guess he had left his fist underneath the floor. Yeah. Because then when the boss tried to attack him, the sticky fingers fist came out from behind and punched the boss. Yeah. Which just missed because he activated his power, so he didn't get zipped. But then the fist hits a pole, and he's all like, "Bitch, I'm too fast. You can't get me." And he's all like, "I wasn't aiming for you. I was aiming for the pole." And then when he aims for the pole, he rides his zipper up to the top floor, up to ground floor, like a fucking elevator, with Trish holding her in like his busted ass state. Yeah. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. He did it somehow. And he meets up with the rest of the crew. Yeah. So the boss is climbing up. He's all like, "Listen, I'm going to fuck you up. There's Giorno. It's cool." But then everyone else comes into the building. He's like, "Even with my invincible stand, facing off against 6 stand users, someone's going to figure out my identity. Yeah. I just can't let it happen." Yeah. So he decides not to fight. They save Trish. Yeah. Bruno is somehow, he dies. He dies and then he doesn't die? But then he doesn't die. This is the confusing part that even in the manga, I'm never too sure about what happened. Because it shows that Bruno doesn't have a heartbeat. Yeah. It shows that Bruno is just straight up dead. Yeah. But then he's alive again. Yeah. Right? After Giorno fixes him with all his parts and whatever. The outside, when they get outside of the church, and they talk about how they got to save Trish, we got to betray the boss. Bruno kind of like falls down and like pierces his hand through a spike, I guess, like a piece of loose metal. Yeah. But there's no blood. Yeah. And also he doesn't feel any pain. Yeah. It's almost like he's like a zombie. Yeah. And I've never fully understood this part. So, like, if you have questions about it, so do I. Oh, okay. Good to know. It's something to do with, like, because of the way he died, and his death was part of the time that was erased, he's not technically dead,
but he's also not technically alive.
but he's also not technically alive anymore because he died within the erased time. So he's in purgatory basically.
Yeah.
He's in limbo. That's the theory I've heard.
Oh, so it's never explained. Okay. Well, this is just fantastic.
I don't remember if it's never explained because there is some finality to everyone's character arc. Okay. So I just don't remember. I haven't read it in a long time.
Okay.
But that's the theory I remember.
Okay. Sure.
And this is where they skip the credits.
Yeah.
No Joe to see at the end of this one because it's all story. Bruno explains to the crew like, hey, this is it. I have to, because I know I'm right. I have to do it this way. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to, you don't owe me anything. Mm-hmm. If you want to come with me, you're going to get on this boat, but you're also going to be labeled as a traitor and you're going to be targeted. Mm-hmm. And Abacchio gets on the boat.
Yeah.
Mista gets on the boat.
Yep.
Giorno gets on the boat. Narancia is skeptical. And Fugo is just like, y'all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right. After a while, they leave. Narancia has a change of heart, swims to the boat, and that's the crew. This is really significant in the JoJo franchise because Fugo is no longer a part of the team. Mm-hmm. I will just say straight up, Fugo doesn't appear anymore. Fugo is the only character Araki has ever had to write out without it being some sort of fight or death.
Wow.
His power of purple haze is just too strong. Listen, I have an incurable disease.
You just die.
You just die. And also, like, I can control it because the disease dies in the sunlight after it melts you, right? It's just too strong. So it's the only character he's ever had to write out so far, which is nuts.
Okay.
But our new crew now is everyone minus Fugo. They are heading off to find out the boss's true identity and to save Trish. Pretty much this is the story now going forward. And we get a little hint of the boss's elite guard going on the radio and telling their team, like, hey,
we got some vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
Yeah.
And their names are Bruno, whatever it was, I forget his fucking last name. Bruno, whatever, and Giorno Giovanna.
Yeah.
And we're out, dead or alive, baby.
Yeah.
It's on.
They're wanted.
Yeah. So we have a new team. They killed off pretty much everyone on the Hitman team except for the leader. And we are now in the thick. We are in the thick of it.
Oh, now we are.
Now we are. Before, that was the light stuff.
That was the previous 21 episodes.
Yeah, the previous 20. That was playtime. That was
Jesus.
easy. It was recess.
Wow.
Now we're in it. Wow. Now we're in it to win it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's JoJo, baby. So what do you think of these 2 episodes? Like, this is where shit gets wild.
Yeah, it does. It was
I heard you a couple times go, that's too powerful.
Yeah. When he explained his time powers, I thought, nope.
that's a little excessive.
That's too much. That's no. He erases time. Like, I got nothing. What are you supposed to do with that?
So the thing they don't really do a good job at explaining is that he has 2 powers.
Yeah.
Right? So he both has the power to erase time, but he also has the power to see the future.
Yeah.
And he actually has 2. That's why there's 2 faces on his stand.
Oh.
One is King Crimson's ability or whatever. And I think the other one is Epitaph, which is an album of King Crimson's or a song of something.
Cool.
Because King Crimson is a band.
Yeah.
They're like a prog rock band or a metal band. So yeah, Epitaph lets him see certain amount of time into the future. And then his other power allows him to erase that time. Yeah. So that he knows what's happening, what he's erasing, and where he should be.
Yeah. I think they do explain that, like, he does have some limits. Like, he can only see like 10 seconds or whatnot.
Yeah, he's not, or was it Bruno even said it? He's like, you only have a limited time, right?
Yeah.
Like, you would be able to see what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be so surprised if I just thought longer ahead in the game.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but still, the dude erases time.
How fucked up is that?
Yeah. Dude has foresight and he erases time. Yeah. I mean...
I like the way they animated it in this, too. They made it seem like it was a VHS skip.
Yeah.
right? The way they animated everyone else being affected by the erase time, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not just him, right? That's erasing time, and it's not just the person he's facing whose time is erased.
Yeah.
It's the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
He erases like 10 seconds at a time from the space-time continuum.
Yeah. Which is pretty nuts. It makes you wonder, like, how come you hadn't seen this before?
You ever like be on autopilot and all of a sudden you're in another place?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, you ever just like, oh, I'm in my room, but then all of a sudden you're in the kitchen. You're like, how the fuck did I get here? Why did I come down here? Like, you ever just been on autopilot like that?
Yeah,
maybe that's it. Maybe stand users exist.
No, absolutely not.
Absolute, never.
Disagree. Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, no, he's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm more curious to see what Trisha's stand's gonna be.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, that's all I want to know.
I know you'll love the name of her stand.
Oh, will I?
Bare minimum.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right then. Cool.
But yeah, that's JoJo.
Yeah, it's
I'm loving it.
I mean, I don't know. For me, this is like Kingdom Hearts. At this point, I'm in it.
This is way less confusing than Kingdom Hearts. What the fuck?
I guess
this
so.
is way less confusing.
But I'm like, I just have to accept what's happening and just like, okay.
Just along for the ride, baby.
Yeah, at this point, I guess I'm strapped in. Yeah.
Yeah, but now we're on to
the Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland.
So episode 7 opens up and it picks up episode 6 where Sister Crone is like, I'll help you.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
I know what you guys are doing. I want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
This can be advantageous for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I can help you with your escape plan, and you can help me get rid of Mother.
Yep.
Because I want to be the new mom. And I'll help you. You help me. I pinky swear on this. I won't betray you.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And it's like, you have no choice, to be honest, because I know now. And if you say no, I'm just going to rat you out.
And so they say, okay, cool. We shake hands and we do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly forget what happens in this episode, to be honest.
Because we did watch it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is planning. A lot of it is
it's just more planning,
It
right?
is more planning. We got to make sure Ray tells Mom that they're going to try and poison you with a certain type of chemical.
Yeah.
And we're going to switch it. But then that's going to leave Ray in a certain room that allows them to give Dawn a signal if the other two should stop scouting out the wall. Right?
Ray has also figured out how to break the tracker.
Yes.
And Emma and Norman talk to Crone and get information just to confirm everything they know.
Yeah, and also to truth test her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To see because I thought that was super smart writing, where the first thing they ask her is, where's the tracker? Yeah. And then when she says it's in your ear, that's a test on their part, which is just like, we know it's in there, but she told us the truth. So maybe we can trust her with this.
Yeah. You know, it was really smart the way it was done. All I remember is that at the end of this episode, just as things are about to fall into place and be carried out, Mom knocks on Crone's door and says, guess what?
You're out of here.
You're out of here,
buddy. You're out of here, baby.
See ya.
And it's just like, episode end.
Yeah.
Right?
And then episode 8 picks up, and this episode is bananas.
God damn it.
This episode opens up, and she's like, yeah, I've been recommending you, Crone, and you are going to be a mom at Plant 4.
Yeah, there's an opening.
So pack your shit up and get out of here.
I don't need you anymore, bitch.
I'm sending you away. And it's like Crone is completely aware about what's going on.
Yeah, it's just like, shit.
Yeah, so because Mom tells Crone, listen, Grandma's waiting for you at the gate. You better get your shit and go.
Uh-huh.
And Crone...
That was the thing in the last episode of the introduction of Grandma as a name. Like, what the fuck is Grandma?
Yeah. So Crone's like, what the fuck? And so just being extra cautious, she puts in some contingency plans in place. She writes a note and she leaves a box for the kids, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Heads off to the gates. There's Grandmama. And Grandma's like, yeah, you're going to be a new mama.
Yeah,
Check out. No problem. And Crone's like, well, it's now or never. And she basically rats on Mom.
Yeah, straight up.
She's like, listen, she's doing this. She's got blah, 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 blah. And Grandma's like,
yeah, I know.
I know. It's okay. Mom's the best.
Don't worry about it.
And then Crone fucking realizes, shit.
They were in on it together.
From the start. Yeah. I never had a shot. And it goes through a whole silent, what do you call it?
Flashback?
Yeah, flashback sequence or... fuck, what's the thing? cut to starts with M. Montage.
There you go.
Of her entire upbringing.
Yeah. Starting off as a kid who was going to be raised for cattle.
Yeah, and how she became a sister, and you kind of feel for her. Because at this point the aliens come.
The
demons come back, and they're like, "We going to eat you, bitch."
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, you're not a mom. I'm just gonna eat you.
Yeah.
Right. She tries to like fight some of them for a while, but this one demon is just massive.
Yeah.
There's some shit that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, and he picks her up, and her last words are like, "You kids better get out of there."
Yeah, you better escape, you motherfuckers.
So I thought it was gonna be way gruesome the way she was gonna die.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna get teared in half, like drink blood from the torso, like some crazy
do
shit.
something like rip her limbs apart. Yeah, but no, they just stick a flower into her heart.
It's the flower that was in the other girl.
Yeah. And it looks like it just like sucks their life force out,
and it blooms red, like after it sucks their blood.
So I gotta know what that's all about.
I want to, also I want to know.
Like that's crazy. And then if that wasn't shocking enough, we cut back to the mom. Mom's talking to Ray. Mom goes, "Hey Ray, I sent her away.
Yeah,
because I was done with her, just like I'm done with you." And Ray's like, "What the fuck?
What happened?
Wait, no, Mom, no, don't do this to me." And Mom's like, "You stay in this room, boy. I'm gonna find the other two."
It's over.
And so Ray gets locked away. Mom just walks into the forest with a Dragon Ball tracker.
Oh yeah.
Norman and Emma are like, "Uh-oh." And Mom lets down her guard, and she's like, "It's finally nice to meet you without the act."
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm giving you the best life. You can die peacefully, easily. I'm raising you to be the best meal because only one person is special enough to eat you too.
The one person. And one is capitalized.
Yeah. And so please, you've lived a great life. You lived happiness.
Yeah. Joy, no pain.
No pain. Your death will be quick.
Best education, have fun with your friends. Like, what part of that life is sad?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, baby, that's some evil shit.
I know. And then Emma's like, "I want you to my own happiness. I blah, 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 blah. This is not right. Nah, nah, nah."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Please, just give up." And Emma, Emma and Norman look at each other like, "We're doing it." So Emma goes to tackle the mom. Yeah. Norman goes to get the rope. And Mom's just like, "Oh, no.
Poor kid. I didn't want to do this."
All you hear is a break and a thud.
Yeah, and I was like, she's dead. Like, she's just dead.
Yeah. I knew she couldn't die because she has to keep her alive for reasons, but I didn't think... So she basically just breaks her shin.
Or, like, it's like, no, right in the joint.
Yeah, the knee.
Puts her hand, like, in the knee and basically just fucks it up.
Yeah.
Like, dislocates the whole leg.
Norman is shocked. At this point, Ray, Dawn, and Gilda run back. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh my god, what happened?
What the fuck happened here?"
And so Emma is just beaten.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make any matters worse, Mom turns to Norman and says, "Hey, Norman, congratulations. I've confirmed your ship date. It's tomorrow."
What the fuck, man?
Yeah. And then it just shows Mom carrying Emma back to...
And she's all like, "Oh, you hugged me." It's like,
yeah. I feel it's been so long since you've hugged me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
And it's just like, yo, Mom, like, we always knew Mom was evil.
But that's some fucking despair. That's some ultimate despair shit right there. Listen, I know your plan. I know there's 5 of you, not 3 of you.
Yeah.
You're also not going to climb that wall because I broke your girlfriend's leg.
Yeah.
And then, fuck you, you're being shipped out tomorrow.
Yeah.
You look at the other people and like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You will live out the rest of your time here knowing you will be eaten and that you will die.
Yeah. Like,
that's some ultimate fucking despair.
Yeah, like from the moment the show started, like, you always knew Mom was evil, but you always questioned, like, how is it that she's able to just, like, raise this farm and have, like, her loved children just be taken away?
Yeah.
Turns out she's just really evil.
Yeah, she's just fucking crazy.
Yeah. And I guess, like, yeah, I'm not surprised. At the same time, I'm also shocked at how evil she is.
Yeah.
We also have, like, a small flashback with Grandma and how it looks like she
used to be the mom and convinced another kid from escaping to be like, just give up, baby.
Yeah.
Just come back. It'll be a sweet, peaceful, painless death.
Yeah, so it's crazy that, one, they got rid of Crone just like that.
Yeah.
All plans are in shambles. Mom is she has super strength or something.
She's got it. Right, they're kids.
I guess so, yeah, but she just ripped Ray off with one arm.
True.
You know?
True.
Yeah. And then Grandma's a whole different story.
I don't know what's going on there.
Looks like we're hitting to the high points of the show before it runs to the end. But I guess this is right. Episode 8.
Yeah.
For 12, 13 episodes.
Yeah.
It's right on track. So, yeah, this episode was insane.
Yeah.
I just don't... Like, now there's no speculation about where it's going to go. I got nothing.
This is the thing I mentioned it earlier, but I've noticed about this show is that this show ends on insane cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Like, when Crone figured out that they're escaping, you're like, what do they do now?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, here's this unexpected twist. Or when Mom is just like, oh, hey, no, we're going to let you go. Right? And like, where the fuck do you go from there?
Yeah.
But the twists, like, in that sense, are always something hella permanent.
Yeah.
That solve exactly what the cliffhanger is.
Yeah.
And then bring the story back to the status quo.
Yeah.
So in Crone's case, when she was getting shipped off, like, that was her death.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you get rid of somebody who knows what she knows, right? And is teaming up with these kids and doing all this stuff. Like, how do you stop that?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, murder. And also the person in charge is complicit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's always some story pull that, like, no matter what crazy exciting cliffhanger you saw at the end of the last episode, it will be solved. Yeah. Right? Through a very brute force way. Yeah. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen here.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think this is one of the few shows where they can do that, though, just because from the kids' point of view, they know so little, and their resources are so limited compared to,
because it's just what they've been taught.
Yeah. Whereas the adults, just even as the audience, we don't know just how vast their
knowledge, power, reach, anything.
Their resources are. So I think that's why it works. I don't feel like I've been cheated yet, where it's like, oh, that's just Deus Ex Machina. I haven't gone to that point yet, and that's my only fear of the show, that they might pull something like that at the end.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but otherwise, scary.
I do like how, just like, this show isn't horror. Yeah, but it's horrifying. Yeah, like it's not necessarily jump scares and that kind of stuff, but it is definitely unsettling. Yeah, that's definitely. For sure. It is one of the most, like, unsettling shows I've watched in a while. Yeah. I was gonna mention something else, but I forgot about the show. Oh well, must have not been important. I was gonna mention something else. I just can't remember it. Cool. But yeah, that's the episode 7 and 8 of Neverland.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's quality.
Look forward to this hearing from us in 2 weeks' time,
when we have 2 more episodes to talk about.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just as insane then. So until then, thanks for listening, everybody.
See ya.